Streaming and recording started. I am now sending you an arena code. Okay. So yeah, whenever you're ready, go ahead and join up on that, and I'll ask you a couple questions.
Yeah. Where's the arena code?
I sent it to you in Discord DMs. I think.
I don't think so.
Oh, I posted it in the wrong place. I accidentally posted it in general chat.
Okay,
Let's put some music on.
I like the profile picture.
Thank you. The guts one, or
very similar.
You said you like the Rayquaza one?
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. Love me some Rayquaza.
Oh, different character. Oh, questions. Yeah, what did you wanna?
Okay. Sorry, I'm scrambling. Didn't expect things not to work. Okay. I think we're good to go now. Alright. Questions. Preliminary questions. So how long have you been playing Smash?
Well, I first played Brawl. Never played Smash 4.
Gotcha.
When I played Brawl, I played with the sideways Wiimote. And then I got Ultimate about a year ago. And I really enjoyed this game.
Have you been playing, trying to play competitively? Like tournaments and things like that?
No. I just want to play online. But
so what's your goal with coaching?
I just want to get better because, I'm really bad. Like, not really bad as per se, but I choke up a lot in matches. Like, I'm winning and I just throw the game.
Gotcha.
I just want to,
Okay. Well, I can give you some.
All the time, so.
I can give you some tips with mental tips on how to be more consistent and more confident in bracket. But another thing is I can call out like specific instances. I mean, one thing that's going to make you feel more confident is knowing what you're doing more, obviously. So we'll play for a bit, and I'll sort of get
not overreacting. I throw so many situations. Like, I just get really tilted.
Gotcha.
Like, I just jump into the same stupid options all the time.
Yeah. And in my experience, the best way to deal with that, if that's the biggest problem you're struggling with, is have a game plan for every matchup. And, like, whether writing it down works for you or, like, finding a way to remember for every single character, you need to know how to counterplay everybody. Or at the very least, have a general idea of what your game plan is against them, so that you always have something to fall back on when your brain's not all there. Because you're not going to be 100% all the time, right? But as long as you have, like, it's like having a mantra, right? Something to center you, something to remind you what I'm doing, what I should be doing. And another thing is to just forgive yourself a little bit, right? Everyone screws up, everyone makes mistakes. Try to be kinder and forgive yourself. Don't get too mad when you screw up. That's for later. That's for the VOD review when you're like, I did that wrong, I did that wrong, I did that wrong. That's not what... Oh, my cam's frozen. That's not... You're not meant to be doing that in-game. In-game, it's all about what can I do next, not what did I do wrong. Does that make sense?
It does, yeah.
Yeah, and I know that you know that on an intellectual level, but it can be really hard to know to remind yourself,
Yeah, it's hard to remember. Like, you think about everything. Like, I know he's going to do that, but when you're playing the game, it's just completely different.
Yeah. Have you ever done anything like meditation or like mindfulness, anything like that?
No.
Well, I recommend those things, but more than anything, there are lessons that can be learned from stuff like that. It's not about like spiritualism or anything like that. It's about being comfortable in your own mind and being comfortable with what's going on. About being present in the moment instead of thinking about what happened, what's going to happen. Be present in what's going on right now. And one thing, having done mindfulness a few times, is I find it's like really similar to the idea of flow state. Flow state being where like all of those hard, all those complex things just sort of melt away, and you start doing it automatically, and it's just you in the game, right? You just end up completely focused on the game in front of you. So trying to get to flow state is the goal, and being kind to yourself and forgiving yourself for when things work out is going to help a lot. And also trying to be as improvement oriented as possible, so not results oriented. Results are a byproduct of improvement, right? Results are not the goal. Improvement is the goal, and results come with time. Results are great. We love results, but they're not your main motivator. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Cool. So all of that mental stuff's out of the way. Let's get down to the nitty gritty, huh? And we'll start a game over. Get a full timer.
Also, I am really, really bad at getting
Looks
ledge.
like I'm the last
I'll
man
get ledge
standing.
trapped for like a good 80%, and it's just I can't get off of it.
Yeah, that's a pretty common problem people have. And one of the best ways to get around it is to just be mixing all the time. Don't do the same option twice in a row. Don't overthink it either. The biggest thing you got to learn is do not automatically do the same thing over and over again. And eventually there's this mind game that emerges where like I might try to guess that you're not going to do the same thing, right? But the main thing you gotta break out of your mind first is don't do the same thing over and over. That is the easiest thing to punish. And we'll play for a bit. Let's play for real. And I'll sort of try to get an idea of what you're doing wrong. Or at least what you could improve on.
That's true combo down tilt backer.
Yep, made a whole video on it. It is really, really good. It kills like 70 on ledge. Be careful with those rising nairs. They're very punishable. Falling nair, not so punishable. But rising nairs, I can just wait out if I don't get too impatient.
Yeah, I'm super used to playing online. Like, I know it's degenerate, but so used to be able to drop and shield on that.
Yep. That's part of the reason why it's so... Oh, nice. Taking Ike's jump is such a good way to deal with him. By the way, hello everybody in chat. I'm going to be focusing mostly on the lesson today, or at least until the lesson's over. This is our only lesson of the day, so it will be viewer battles after. So get ready to sign up for those. But in the meantime, I'm not going to be talking to chat too much. This chat did not pay for my attention. Okay. So going low is going to be better against Ike 99% of the time. Going high is the most edge guardable thing for him, because he struggles to get super low, you know, and come back. That's just matchup stuff. I'm noticing a lot of rolling from ledge. It's either roll or jump. You're not doing like any neutral get up or... So not even jump. It's like you're doing a lot of ledge jump, right? Where you drop down. And it's really tempting for characters with multiple jumps to do that, because it's less risky than other characters. Because you still have a jump to get hit, right? But it's still risky. It's still risky and repetitive. So you gotta mix it up. Make sure you're using all your options. Nice.
Oh, missed the sweet spot.
Would it have killed me?
I would have gotten up and up.
Gotcha.
Combo's enough match for like 180 for no reason.
Wow. Yeah, they really buffed a lot of Bout Pit, didn't they?
Yeah.
He's actually
8.0.
Pretty good character now.
I fight for my friends.
So what like I said, on ledge, I really only noticed you doing 2 options, and I think that's why you're getting called out so much. There's a lot of ledge roll and drop down ledge jump aerial, right? You're doing a lot of drop down nairs and things like that. Oh yeah, put it on random, by the way. Yo, Crispy, thank you for the host.
Oh yeah, because you have random stages.
Yep. I have it set up for legal.
Yep.
So yeah,
I really like. So I like try to play 3 characters: Pit, Byleth, and Ike.
okay,
Those are my 3 favorite characters to play. There's another character I enjoy more than the creative.
nice. Yeah,
It's definitely my favorite one.
pretty different characters. You seem to like good nairs though, which is understandable.
I like the spinny nairs.
See that? You rolled again. I caught it.
Yeah.
Okay, so get up attack almost never the option. That is the most punishable of all the ledge get up options. Because if you miss it and you hit it on their shield, they can literally, like, it's like minus a billion. You can do whatever you want to someone who get up attacks your shield. Like, it's a good occasional thing if, like, someone's just jumping up and down on ledge trying to get you with a hitbox. That was nice. Even though Pit's got a pretty weak spike. Okay. It's a good F smash.
Yeah.
Unfortunate thing about putting yourself off stage against Ike when you're down is that's always a possibility.
I had that another jump too. I just went around it.
Good luck in your crew battle, Jackson. So yeah, you need to be more conscious of risk reward in neutral is something I'm noticing. I feel like there's quite a bit of sort of just throwing out moves you know will get you a good reward without like factoring in what you're risking and without factoring in how likely you are to hit them, right? So the best way to fix throwing out the wrong moves at the wrong times, right, is going to be VOD review. Whether you use this session, which I recommend you do, that's why I record all these sessions and like send the VODs out, right? But whether you use this session or you record some of your quick play games and watch the replays, or you know if you ever do enter tournament, you watch some of those. Watching your gameplay and like really picking it apart and looking for your mistakes is going to be a huge way to improve. Because like, how are you going to fix your bad habits if you don't know what they are? I like to set the game to like 0.5 speed, right?
Yeah.
And really like, I break down like, what were the odds of this decision I made working, right? What were the odds of it working? What do I gain if it works? And what do I lose if it doesn't work? Right? And then you do a little bit of mental calculus on that. It's going to be different depending on the move, depending on like what character you're playing, all sorts of stuff. But you need to calculate the risk management of every single thing you do. And it's very hard to do that live while you're playing. So the best way to make sure that you're using good, safe moves in good, safe situations is to build it up as a habit. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because it's really hard to do live. It's really hard to go, okay, well, you know, you don't have time to do the math. So you got to do the math on your downtime. You got to do your math in between sets to figure out what option should be your go-tos in what situations. And if you don't VOD review, it's really hard to do that. You good?
Yeah. I just gave myself a Charlie horse somehow.
Damn.
Alright.
Cool. So one thing, another thing that people don't think about on ledge, right? I'm noticing you start to mix what you're doing on ledge, and that's great. But you gotta start mixing your timing too, right? Because if you do a different option every time, but you do it always at the same time, right? It takes away one more thing that I have to commit brain power to reacting to. So I can, if like the only two options are you're gonna do neutral get up or you're gonna roll, right? And I know what timing you're gonna do them at, it makes it easier to react. So sometimes you want to wait a second, you know, be ambiguous. Don't do anything for a bit on ledge, you know, just hang there for a second before making a decision. Don't hang until your invulnerability runs out, most of the time, right? Because that's risky. But hang until you think they're going to drop shield and do something and then pick an option, and you can often catch people committing to things they shouldn't commit to, you know what I mean?
Yeah. I'm gonna switch characters.
Oh, okay. Yeah, go ahead. Mario in chat saying, everyone knows that when people watch their VODs, they only watch their wins. That's very true. That is what people do. They shouldn't. But guilty as charged myself.
Well, it's much more entertaining to watch your wins.
It really is, but it's not as useful, for sure.
3, 2, 1, go!
Byleth, a huge risk-reward character, right?
Yeah.
Because there's so... Yeah. She has very high reward with her moves, but they're almost all pretty high risk. Because she has not the best frame data in knife, right? So you have to really think every time you throw something out. Unlike, you know, a character like Mario, right? Who could just throw out moves without risking much. Byleth has to think.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you gotta be careful hanging against Ike like that. If your invuln runs out, it's gonna go bad for you. You notice how I waited a second, I mixed up my timing, and I caught you hitting a button.
Yeah,
And that got me off ledge, yeah. Oops. Yeah. Most people will spot dodge in that situation. Oops. But not everyone. Everyone's mad I shaved my beard. You notice how waiting there, doing a weird option at a weird timing, left me like a little bit puzzled. I didn't have the answer right away. So that kind of mix, that kind of creativity is what you want to see when getting from ledge. The problem only comes when you do that kind of thing every time, right? So what I just did there is something I think you need to pay a lot of attention to. You need to learn like the back of your hand, right? What your options are when you're in disadvantage. Do you know what I mean when I say disadvantage, other than the obvious answer? Like, do you know the fighting game concept of disadvantage?
To some extent, yeah.
Yeah, so the biggest time I'm seeing you struggle is when you're above me, right? Would you agree that that's an area you struggle in?
No, definitely.
So,
And stop me as well, that would help.
yeah, sorry, don't hit me. I'm going to show you some stuff. So, you need to be intimately familiar with the 4 obvious options when you're above someone, right? I think it's 4. So your options are sideways air dodge, right? Or, you know, just like directional air dodge somewhere to get away. Neutral air dodge, which can get you out of some combos that are like really tight, right? Double jump, which will get you further away from your opponent, which is useful. But obviously, you know, we were talking about risk reward. You're risking getting hit with no double jump, right?
Yep.
So that's the risk of using a double jump. But other than that, it's a really good option because it gets you farther away from your opponent. It's frame 1. It's a really good disadvantage option. You just got to be careful not to use it too much. And then the other option is to swing out of disadvantage, right? To swing down at your opponent and try to, you know, gut check them, basically. And be like, I'm actually going to hit you.
But against Ike, that's going to be kind of hard, no?
True. Some characters can do it, and you know what? It's all about timing. But I'm just saying, those are 4 options you have when you're being juggled, and you need to be aware of them. Now, when it comes to neutral air dodge, there's a really cool trick that I like to make sure everybody knows, all my students, called a fast fall neutral air dodge. Have you ever practiced that?
I have never even heard of it.
Okay. So, when you air dodge down, look how slow this is. You see how slow and how long it took me to get to the ground when I just air dodged downward?
Yeah.
So you can do it much more quickly if you first fast fall and then do a neutral air dodge. Like this. And you're going to have very little lag. Do you see how fast I can, like, jab after that?
Oh, yeah.
So you do a fast fall, and then immediately after, let go of the directional stick and tap the shoulder button. You see how fast you get to the ground and immediately become actionable? So that's what I did to you. You went up and up-aired me at the end of that last game, and I did a fast fall neutral air dodge into an up-B, right? So I went through your pressure and up-beat you. That is by far the safest, best disadvantage option. Now, that doesn't mean you need to do it every time, obviously. But if you're not using it, you are completely missing out on one of the most broken options in Smash Bros.
Oh, yeah, I see. Because when you directional air... Okay.
Yeah.
So I always directional air dodge down.
Yeah, you see how much slower that is?
Yeah, I never even knew that.
Yep, it's slower and you're laggier. Because, like, if I'm up here and I do a neutral air dodge, I can act much faster. If I do a directional air dodge, it takes forever for my character to be able to act again. There's, like, added in lag, right?
Yeah,
so
I see that. Okay.
Neutral air dodge is going to be less committal than a directional air dodge 100% of the time. Pretty much, unless you're going to ledge, right? If I'm air dodging to ledge, that's different, right? Because I just snap and I can go. Directional air dodge is only really good if you're either trying to, like, mix someone up who's trying to juggle you, right? So, like, if you're standing here and you're, you know, trying to up smash my landing, right? And I'm drifting in, sometimes I'll air dodge away, right? And that can be good. Or I can air dodge to a platform, air dodge up to a platform, you know, things like that. Those are times that directional air dodge is a good disadvantage option. But your default go-to should be fast fall neutral air dodge. Make sense? Cool.
Yeah.
All right, let's get a restart going. Yo, thanks for coming by, Ruben. Appreciate the kind words.
I fight for my friends.
Oops, just left the channel by accident, my bad.
Alright, we'll switch characters again.
Okay.
I'm gonna probably stay pit for the rest of this, though.
So if you just... Okay, I might end up being responsible for a very bad habit from you. But I'm noticing I'm getting a lot of juggles that aren't true on you. I don't often tell people to air dodge more, because often people get into a bad habit of always doing a neutral air dodge whenever they get hit. But you do need to make me afraid of the option of you neutral air dodging, right? Because if a combo is not true, you'll get out of it. So that's something to be aware of. Okay.
Alright.
Sorry, that's just an I'm ready taunt.
Because then I air dodge and then you get the grab.
Yeah. No, you gotta be... It's all mixed, right?
Yeah.
That's because I'm expecting you to air dodge. So you need to be thinking, what does he expect me to do? And countering that. And it's not easy. It's not easy at all. It takes a lot of training your brain to get to the point where you can recognize those situations. The shortcut is VOD review. I'm telling you right now. The shortcut to recognizing those situations is not just playing the game. You gotta study. Because then you'll find situations that you wouldn't even notice in a live game. Well, that was cool. Did you do that on purpose?
They all it was supposed to be a side B. That's the
gotcha.
only way I know to do it.
Nope. If I save my jump, I can recover pretty well. It's only if I commit too early, which a ton of Ikes do, by the way, that it really becomes a problem.
What was that read for?
It'll low profile grabs and a lot of aerial pressure.
Oh, okay.
It's really good.
Oh, I thought I died, so I left over stick.
Yeah, you gotta watch your DI. You were fine.
I know. I realized as soon as I let go of the stick.
Okay. I like that, but you got to think about the risk reward of it, right? It's good, but at kill percent it would have been better, right? So you kind of want to save those mix-ups a lot of the time until I'm not expecting it, because now I'm going to be more afraid to put myself in that situation, and it didn't kill me, right? You got like 20% off of it, and that was it. See how hard that is to catch, and how I was able to reversal you because of it? There's that combo that is definitely true, by the way. Down tilt bear just killed you at 60. It's pretty dumb.
Yeah, I had you on the first stock, and then I killed my stick.
True.
And you just get the reads and realize my habits, which I am actually awful at realizing people's habits as well.
Yep, like I said, fodder you. That's the secret. The secret is to watch people closely and in slow motion to realize what people do, and to realize what you can exploit. And also to recognize your own bad habits.
No. Bad.
Yeah, that's the Diddy Kong practice coming through.
Oh, that wasn't nice.
Gotta watch that read. Yep, don't mash hitboxes all the time. Sit back, watch, study your opponent, learn what you can. Because if you're always hitting buttons, you're always like, you can't autopilot. You can't just commit to your habits all the time. Whether like even if you have really good habits, like that's only gonna get you so far. Refining your habits is great. You know, you'll get to the point where you can beat some decent players if you have like a really good autopilot and you're just playing the game technically well, right? But until you start actively thinking about everything that you do, you're never going to like progress to a true high-level player. It's only half the game, you know, you can't focus on only offense in football or something like that, right? Gotta be thinking about everything all the time. Yo, thank you for the sub, by the way, Preston. Ooh, nice. Caught me holding out. I think I was dead anyway.
Yeah, it fell through.
Wasn't sure if it worked to that percent. Okay, combo time. Trying to snipe my jump is good. Oops, I just SD'd. But trying to snipe my jump there is good. But don't try to snipe my jump every single time. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yo, another sub. Caustic, thank you. Yeah, if you always go for that same thing, a bad player, you're just gonna catch every time. A good player is not gonna do the same thing twice if they get punished for it the first time. So you gotta either go out there and try to find like a nair or something, or you know, wait and do like a ledge trap, or you know, don't hard commit to something that's not gonna hit. Just try something else. I appreciate the read. Would it have killed me though?
Rate, maybe.
Okay, you should live this. Alright, if you died to that, you're not DIing that move right. You want to DI it down and in.
Right?
Yeah, down and in. Down and in.
I only held down.
Yeah. If you're not holding in, like, you want to hold mostly down at the start, but then a little bit in, because otherwise you'll die off the side. I have someone who just dumped 2 paragraphs of Pit. Oh, not in some ways, Yuki Trey, who's a really good Pit. Just dumped 2 paragraphs of advice, if you want me to read it to you.
Yeah, sure.
You said Nair and down tilt are probably Pit's best neutral tools. Okay, I'm gonna have to like copy paste this because it is moving every time someone types. Nair and down tilt are probably Pit's best neutral tools, and the thing with Nair is you want to be drifting back when using it to space if it gets shielded. That's good advice. And if you hit, you can go for a combo with Fair or wait and see what your opponent does. Get data and use it for next time you land in Nair. Edge carding Ike is down as Dark Pit. If they side B high, you can jump up an arrow to force them to go low, and then do a double jump Nair to cover that, is what I've seen. You could also use Orbitar to interrupt Ike's quick draw, and then Nair afterwards. But the biggest thing you want to do is prevent jumping, is the biggest thing, and call Ikes out when they do jump.
Okay.
That's all good advice. I second all of that. And Yuki Trey's a really good
where
pick.
the off your side B.
Say what?
I didn't know the down B. My down B, the shields would stop your side B.
I think it does. Good. Let's try it. Go ahead and Orbitar. See?
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yep, that's pretty good.
All right, that forces you to up your jump, right?
Yep.
All right.
Squirt, you won your local with Ike. Does that mean your Ike schmooves? How big was the local? That's the answer to that. Also, you can win without schmooving. "15 people? I don't know, man. I don't know if that's qualified enough. I'm proud of you for winning your local with Ike. That's sick. But I don't know if you can be called a schmoover for winning a 15-man local. Especially not if I haven't seen any gameplay. So whenever you feel pressured, you tend to roll more. It's something I've noticed. It's not just you. It's everyone tends to roll more when they're feeling pressured. Because they want center stage bad, right? But you gotta watch the habits. Ooh, I actually died to that. Wow. That was good.
I think Raid was the only reason that.
Don't get complacent after taking a stock. You gotta get defensive because they have free pressure on you because they're invulnerable for a bit, right? So you gotta be aware and focus on being evasive. You can't take a victory lap. There's never time for a victory lap. You're doing better in disadvantage here. You're not letting me do whatever I want.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. I was gonna bear you, then I noticed the drift and waited instead. So, be unpredictable. You can also react to me going low and hit me, like fair me or something. Pit's recovery is good enough that
I
he...
haven't done that yet.
Yeah, Pit's recovery is good enough that he can do stuff like that off stage. Air dodge? Yeah. I missed the punish, but so many people air dodge there. Gotta make sure that you're not doing the exact thing that is expected. Think about why I would up throw you there. I don't actually have any true combos out of up throw, so.
Okay.
Playing versus Ike is a lot about positioning versus their landing most important. Yeah, Yuki-Trey's correct about that one. And you gotta learn when you can out of shield Ike as well. Which Pit's best out of shield option.
There. Or, no, up smash, but up smash is frame 4.
So yeah, you can up smash me out of shield if I land right on you, because Ike's Nair is -5. You can also Nair out of shield if I don't space perfectly. So.
3, 2, 1, go!
So yeah, I am, like, at low percents you tend to air dodge, and at high percents you tend to drift away and not air dodge. Is something I'm noticing. So I always am gonna note things like that and use them against you, right? So at early percent, because you tend to air dodge, I'm just waiting and down tilting you, right? Or grabbing. But at high percent, I'm just going up and hitting you because you're shifting. You're getting complacent at high percent. Like, you don't think I'm going to be able to follow up. And so I just go up and up air you. And you should be watching for habits like that in me as well.
Oh, you hit my foot.
Just trying to. I wasn't sure it was going to work. Up smash is frame 5. I just looked it up. I think it's frame 4 there, Yuki.
Frame 4.
That was smart, but you got screwed over. That wasn't your fault. That was me falling out of your Nair and tragically just killing you with 0 for it. That was both Pit being bullshit and Ike being bullshit, but in different ways. I think up smash is very good in this matchup, by the way, because Ike's love to jump above you. So if you can run under and use that frame 4 up smash, you're going to catch him in a lot of cases. Obviously not at 0, right? Because again, we want to be conscious of risk reward. But at higher percents, this is a nice combo, by the way. Nice. This is a good advantage state. Now go out there and Nair me or something. You almost died for it. That was
yeah, that was bad.
So, okay, one thing about Ike's up B. Let's just do this real quick. You can completely react to it, especially with your multiple jumps, and dare me at the top.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to do, but I just get hit by it.
You just gotta practice it. So, look how Ike throws his sword out. You gotta go higher than the sword and get your down air. So practice it real quick. Do it completely reactionarily. Yeah, you gotta go high. It's kind of hard with Pit's low jumps, but you gotta master it for this matchup. Another good thing is you don't necessarily have to dare. If you go above Ike and you Nair, it'll send him at like this gross ass down and away angle. And you can kill him that way if he doesn't have a jump. So that'll be a little bit easier too.
Okay, for sure.
Oh yeah, up smash is frame 6, by the way, not frame 4, but that's still pretty fast.
Yeah.
Nice awareness. Couldn't quite get me because I was high percent. I would never have gone for something like that at, like, 30. But because I was at relatively low percent and I knew I could probably recover, it was still probably a bad idea, but it was not as bad. So that just caught your neutral air dodge, which, like, it wasn't even a bad air dodge. I just think a directional there would have gotten you out of the way.
It would have absolutely.
Yeah.
That's also, I'm just really bad at daring at the ledge.
Yeah, you could always, again, Nair is going to be an easier option. Like falling down on Ike with a Nair. At the very, you want to hit him at the very top of his ether. It's really good against Crom too. Because it sends it a bad angle for them if they don't have a jump. And it's much easier to hit than down air, because it's way more active. You don't grab very much. That's something I'm just now noticing. I don't think I've noticed you grab at all.
I've downforced you about 30,000 times.
Have you? Maybe it's just because I'm not shielding much, but I don't feel like I've gotten grabbed very much.
I knew that up B was coming all the time.
Nice. See, saving that for kill percent, it's gonna be so much better.
It's like hits one really fantastic mix up.
Yeah, that's good.
With the super armor too. Good.
That's pretty hard to do, but like, if you think, and I so rarely hit that on Pit, right? But if you think about the concept of risk reward I was talking about, I risk absolutely nothing going for that down air, right?
No, I know, exactly.
So it's completely worth doing, even if I'm unlikely to hit it. Always DI towards stage in that situation. It'll give you the best chance of not getting spiked.
Alright. Cool. That was a lot better for me.
I fight for my
Yeah,
friends.
that was good. You're definitely catching on to some stuff. Again, though, the real improvement, the real long-term improvement is going to come in VOD review. Every time. So yeah, and I always send the video to my students after. I also upload it to YouTube. So
yeah, that's what made me think to get the coaching there. I saw your channel.
Awesome.
The channel.
So yeah, I'll send you the VOD, but I'll also put it on YouTube. So
3, 2, 1, go!
I like this stage. I like the too.
So one thing I want to see you do more is Tomahawk Grab. Do you know what Tomahawk Grab is?
Yeah, empty hop grab.
Yeah. I need to see that more out of you, because I'm getting away with shielding a little too much whenever you're in the air, right? You're grabbing when we're both on the ground sometimes, but whenever you're in the air and I'm on the ground, you're either swinging or landing far away from me, right? I'm not really getting landing grabbed, which make me, it's making me go for like parries and shielding your hits a lot when I need to be afraid of the grab at all times, especially since Pit has such a threatening grab with his grab combos and mix-ups. Gotta be careful with your spacing. See how that landing grab just takes advantage of whatever fear, discomfort you're feeling about my next move. I think I went too low. Oh, well, that works.
Damn.
Yo Snacks, thank you for the sub, saying my Crom was ass. Snacks was one of my first students, and I uploaded his very first VOD, and he's improved an amazing amount since then. It's crazy. He's going.
That's the one I actually watched.
Yeah, he's going toe to toe with like top players now, dude. It's not just me. Credit goes to him. He's put the work in. And he also has like 3 coaches he goes to on the reg. But we've had a lot of sessions. It's been great.
Oh, it's a cool option.
Nice. I like that a lot.
I do too. That's why I really like going for it, but it's hard to hit sweet spot there or something.
Yeah, Ike has similar things with up air. Like down air, up air.
Mm-hmm.
I'll show you.
Great, yeah.
Except then I missed it.
Yeah.
So as soon as you did that directional air dodge, I knew I had a free fair. If you had done a normal air dodge, you could have double jumped or like up B high or something. But as soon as you directional air dodge, you're in that aerial lag, and I was like, okay, this is a free fair. There's nothing you can do. You're dead.
All right, I'm gonna switch characters one last time.
Cool. We have about 15 minutes left, just so you know.
Oh yeah, right, because we started late.
Yep.
Ready?
Who's this guy?
Mark?
No, Ike.
3, 2,
I was joking.
1, go!
All right.
What was that get up attack for?
I'm not sure. Did I get up attack?
Yeah, on the platform.
Oh, I think I was trying to catch you trying to hit me with an aerial.
Oh.
I could have actually just F smashed you there, but you know. That's the free punish, is up B in that situation.
Yeah, I'm not experienced in this Ditto, and I think you are just a little bit.
A little bit.
I'm getting countered.
Oh no, I screwed up.
The YOLO dash tag.
Yeah. I like the yellow dash attacks. You just gotta, like, if you're ever gonna go for a dash attack like that, it's gonna be when I'm at 100. So I'm ready for it. You gotta mix. And probably save that read for later, right? Like, I don't just mean for kill percent, I mean save it for when I'm not expecting it. Like, don't do it at times where it seems obvious to do it. And just wait for your opportunity to strike.
I didn't think you'd make it back with the reverse up B.
Yep. Once you've practiced it enough, you just know, you know.
Yeah.
That was good there. So that's just me being way more experienced at edgeguarding Ike than you are at recovering the bank, right?
Yeah.
So saving your double jump is going to be vitally important, and at the start of this game, don't hit me for a bit, okay?
Sure.
I'm going to teach you a couple recovery mix-ups that I think are going to help you. So a lot of Ikes, especially around mid-level and lower, if they get hit out here, their main instinct is to double jump and quick draw super high, right? And there's a reason for it, because it creates like a mix-up situation where your opponent has to pick to edgeguard you, right? Does that make sense?
Yep.
That's good, but you can't rely on it, because there are workarounds. First off, it's putting yourself at a 50-50 to die basically every time you recover. Because if they get in the way of it and hit you with something and you don't have a double jump, you are basically dead unless you're at 0, right?
Yeah.
So a better option a lot of the time is to go low, but not with Ether. You want to avoid using Ether as often as possible. A lot of Ikes think that means we can't possibly go low. That's not true at all. Air dodge up has a ton of range. Do you see how far that got me? So that's going to be a really nice way to recover. It's very safe. You're only going to be vulnerable in the like 2 frames of in lag, right? So once you practice the spacing, this is going to be a really good recovery option to get you back to ledge. Another option that's going to be really good is low quick draw. I screwed it up, but once you practice it enough, you can do a low double jump and quick draw back to ledge, and it's basically unreactable. They would have to completely guess that you were going to do that to cover it. So because of that, that should be your default recovery more often than not, that or the air dodge, instead of going for that double jump quick draw thing, because you're just making life dangerous for yourself. Even though you're forcing them to guess is great, don't get me wrong. There are better situations where they can't guess, or at least they have to commit really hard to guess. But this is what I'm talking about. The double jump, low quick draw. You'll see me do it a lot. It'll take practice. The biggest tip for it is make sure that you start charging your quick draw while your character's moving up, so that you can get a little bit of charge on it before you hit the apex of your jump. Right?
Okay.
Like that. Yep. And that's going to be a much safer recovery option if you're far away, or if you're close, air dodge up. Make sense?
Yep.
Cool.
I'll play this one slot.
You want to... Okay.
I played it well.
JV4.
Yep.
Okay.
Stand in my way.
Let's get into another game. Hopefully that's helpful to you.
Yeah, just trying to hit, just not trying to use Aether as much as possible.
Yes, definitely. Ether is a last resort. Babyface solo. That's me. Do I look 12? Sorry, if it's annoying that I'm trying to chat every now and then, I can stop. I'm not.
Oh, no,
Oh my god, I just tried to quick draw, got snapback on my controller, and just died. Okay, let's play.
Match 4 game.
Yep. What? Oh my gosh, this game is bad.
Why? What happened?
I did it. You parried me, or I parried you, right? And then I did the down tilt with my stick, and it gave me a jab, a double jab, using the tilt stick. Feels like I'm playing Brawl. Sorry. Let's just start. This is a cursed game.
Yeah, this is the first.
This is very cursed. But yeah, there's something weird. It only really seems to happen online if there's like a micro stutter or something. You can get jabs with the tilt stick, and it's because tilt stick is like everything in this game is a macro, which is really annoying. It makes for some interesting like tech, but when you do a down tilt with the stick, it actually is just doing an A plus down plus crouch input. Yeah. And so if the crouch input gets eaten, you just get an A. And so just a jab comes out. It's really annoying. I like that jab, actually. Nice. Okay, you picked the right down throw combo to cover. Nice, nice. Good stuff.
Notice you like to quick draw.
Swinging at a disadvantage. It's good. You notice what?
You like to quick draw high.
Yeah, yeah. It's really safe. It's something I should probably do less, but it's not bad. Wasn't sure what I wanted my punish to be, and I ran out of time. But yeah, quick drawing up to plats like that, if you can get past a slow character like Ike, really nice. You absolutely had the right idea. It's going to take practice to get to the point where you're 100% consistent with it, but I'm really glad you went for it anyway, right? Just got to grind it out.
So stay there. Oh, you can really act out of it.
Yep. See how much height I got from that air dodge? It's such a good recovery tool. Oh. Don't think I needed to die there. Nice. Air dodged it. Can't hang. I think I'm dead. Yep, going too low. Oh, can he kill me?
Can I win one game? Cut off master apparently.
So yep, we have time for one more game, but I want to leave you with like some parting advice real quick. In this matchup especially, and in a lot of matchups, it's really important that you hold center stage, especially with Ike. Ike being a character who is much stronger with the room to retreat, because you can do a lot more whiff punishing, you can do a lot more dash dancing to make your dash attacks ambiguous. You want to have more room to mix up your opponent. So holding center is going to be massive. Also having a kind of lackluster disadvantage that makes center stage even better because the alternative is worse. So focus really hard on trying to keep center as much as you possibly can with your movement and with the options you select.
Okay.
This is good. Good advantage state. But you did give up center when you did that back air, right? Think about that. Think about what you're giving up when you go for a read. Again, it's all the risk reward.
Used to wanting to get the kill at 50%. It's not gonna happen.
Who, me? What'd I go for?
No, me trying to get the kill at 50%, and it's just not gonna happen.
Yeah, definitely. It's not gonna kill me at 50 either. I mean, it might take my jump, but I'm dead. I just thought he was gonna grab ledge, he didn't. PS2 has like some deceptive ledges sometimes.
The fact that you can't see under it is
yeah. You gotta be aware of my burst range. Be aware of the area I can unreactively threaten, and don't float around there without being aware. I just threw my sword through the stage. I didn't think that was a thing anywhere.
no. The YOLO dash attack.
It was calculated. It wasn't really a YOLO. Oh, that's unfortunate.
We both got gimped by the state.
Yeah. Sucks for it to end that way, but yeah. Do you have any parting questions for me? Anything you want to know? Obviously, my DMs are always open, especially to students. So
yeah. No, that's it. Thank you. The VOD is really going to be useful.
Yep, I will get that to you very soon. Again, yeah, we do have another minute, so if there's anything else you want to ask about, like the game or about your own play, I know I just asked that, but
what's your favorite Ike taunt?
My favorite Ike what?
Taunt.
Oh man, I like the one where he puts the sword in the ground. That one's cool.
Yeah, that's my favorite one. The down taunt.
That one's pretty sick. I can never remember which one's which though. All right. Well, thank you very much. I hope this was useful to you.
Yes, it was. Thank you.
And I'll get the VOD to you shortly.
Yep.
All right. Have a good one. Yeah, have a good one. What's up, chat? Snacks. You said you want to do a lesson. Can't do it right now. I'm trying to make Tuesdays my lesson days. Monday was the only day he had available, so that was the day we ran it. But are you available tomorrow night? Because I'm going to do a stream of all coaching tomorrow. What's up, Raptor? Can the pits use down B to push Ike away from ledge? Yes, they can. Yes, they can. It's really good. Free as always, no lag gang. Got that COVID life, huh? Alright, looks like we're going to transition into viewer battles here. I might play a little Diddy tonight. I'm going to play Ike for a while because I haven't in a bit. But I might play a little Diddy tonight. We'll see. Congrats, man. You're really becoming a legit coach. Going on Metafy soon. I appreciate that, Tope. I could probably do Metafy now. I've done like 60 coaching sessions. So, I think I'm qualified at this point. I thought about applying for Metafy. I asked them about it. I think I'm going to apply for it. Because it might help. Alright. So who's up? Now that Viewer Battles is going. Yuki Trey, you here? You can join up on this arena right now. Or, I think I did that wrong. Stealing money from 60 people. I don't know about that. They got their reward. Oops, I'm still recording. Hi, student. Shouldn't have been recording this part. Hope you're doing well.